Hey, everybody, we're backstage here at Jingle Ball 2019. We're at the TD Garden, a completely sold-out show. Charlie Puth is back. Good to see you, buddy. How are you?
Good to see you. How are you?
I'm good. Now, and you spent some time in Boston, so when
did I?
Jingle Ball comes up, do you come under pressure to get a lot of tickets for people?
I do get hit up a lot for tickets, but I give them to all my friends. They give us a pretty generous amount, too, so I appreciate that. I spend more time kind of walking around Boston before the show.
Yeah.
And I got 2 days to do that, so I've done pretty much everything that you can think of.
And you get out of Boston, too, because you walked in and you said, I was at the Kowloon and Saugus last night.
Oh, my God. My all-time #1 favorite restaurant, Kowloon and Saugus, Mass.
Wow. Well, hello to the Wong brothers, then.
Shout out to the Wong brothers.
Bobby.
They gave me some vintage salt shakers last night. They gave me Kowloon swag and merch, and I took a picture with Boston Santa Claus, and he kind of broke character for like 5 seconds and said, "Hey, I can tell you're a good kid." I'm like, "Thank you so much, Boston Santa Claus." It was really, we ordered too much food, too much Mai Tais.
Oh my!
I got to go to Berkeley. I'm rambling, but I'm just so excited. I walked in on kids' classes and like listened to their stuff they were working on.
Wow! So you go back to campus and you just kind of randomly walk into classrooms.
Mm-hmm.
And what is that like? How do they react?
Well, at first, I think the security person was like, "You need to have a student ID," but I guess I looked like a student, so I was like, "What? Where's the cafeteria?" And she was like, "It's that way." She said, "Are you looking for the studio?" I'm like, "Yes." I'm like, "It's down there." And then she just went on with her merry business. And I walked downstairs with no student ID, which I don't know how I did that, and I walked in and they were working on some great music, the students there, and
I have to imagine though, their first question mostly is like, "Dude, how do you do it? Like, I'm there now. I'm in school, and I want to take that next step. Like, how did you break out?"
And they did ask that, and I said that making these creations, these pieces of music, is like printing out free lottery tickets. You're never gonna. I don't remember who told me that, but I just think it's so smart. You never know. Can you imagine if you could print out a free lottery ticket every day and not pay for it? You might lose half the time, but maybe you win $500 here and there. You never know. So. And you get to making music is, thinking of it in your head is free. So might as well make as much as possible.
Well, I know you've worked with a lot of people. I mean, I just had the guys from Five Sauce in. And
I love them,
stuff with them. And it's kind of weird because if you're watching right now, you probably can't tell. But on the other side of this partition is Niall Horan live on stage.
I know. This is actually the stage. He's right behind us. Yeah.
And you can hear it.
How about that? Sound deadening, I heart.
Have you worked with Niall at all?
No, I haven't worked with Niall.
Can you beatbox Niall Horan?
Can I beatbox Niall Horan?
This would be cool because you're going to be beatboxing Niall Horan while Niall Horan is on stage about 50 feet away.
What is that one record I really like of his?
Nice to meet you.
Slow hands. That's So I only knew the melody, but that's a really good. He sounds great and he looks sharp.
Yeah, he's doing a great job.
Yeah.
And I got to do this to you because you told me once you only do 2 impressions. And I'm kind of surprised there aren't more.
I'm working. I did the Michael McDonald on Fallon the other day. He had a place in his life. You just have to like add some air to it. And I was kind of like in the bathroom today singing, and I started doing we're no strangers to love.
Rick Astley.
You know the rules, and so do I. When I hit the so, I was like, it sounded pretty good, but I'm gonna work on more impressions.
Well, it's kind of funny because
the people who sound like they're yawning when they sing.
For years, we didn't hear anything about Rick Astley, but somehow a parody song with Melania Trump kind of went viral.
Really?
On a Rick Astley song. I don't know if you heard it. But,
no, I didn't.
Yeah,
I've been on Rick Astley's for like I've been on his ass forever.
How can you not be?
Yeah, seriously. Rick Roll, everything, the YouTube E-Bombs world. I'm a huge nerd.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're on Fallon, and it's just you and Jimmy Fallon the other night, and he gives you a little keyboard, and he just kind of spontaneously calls.
Well, it's semi-spontaneously. We have to organize it a little bit, but like you don't know what song is gonna pop up on the thing. So you give him like, okay, maybe I do these 6 songs and out of these 3, because then you get the real reaction. But he's so good too. I think he might low-key have perfect pitch as well, which he's very, very talented.
So what's it like behind the scenes when you're working Fallon? It seems pretty crazy, and it seems like a lot of fun.
You know what's wild? It's like it's in the middle of Manhattan, like the most stressful area ever, and it was Christmas time, around Christmas time, and it's just so comforting in there. You're like right at Rockefeller Center, and you walk in and you feel like you're at your house. It's very low key there. I like it a lot.
So I read a couple of stories this week, and we're going to get personal for a moment.
I'm sure they're all true.
And Charlie, you and I have been around each other many times in the Countdown Studios, the Maddie in the Morning Show.
Yes.
Do I have to worry about your love life?
Oh.
What am I reading online? All these things, you've never been in love, you've never had a meaningful relationship.
Well, I'm working on it. So I received a lot of success musically in one area, and maybe in another area there needs to be something filled in. So
nothing going on right now.
No,
Nothing going on.
Except my backwards hat, but walking around.
Well, it's got to be hard. You're constantly on the road and working.
Yeah, I don't know if that.
That's not an excuse.
Criteria for
no.
I mean it could be.
You could have met someone at the Kowloon last night. You never know.
I could. I met a lot of people at the Kowloon last night. I think I'm working on it. I'm not. Maybe next year. It's not on like the top of my mind right now.
Everything you've had happen. I mean, you've had an insane year. Is there one moment that stands out in 2019? The moment that you'll remember the year by, so to speak.
What happened yesterday when I went to Berkeley, this is one of many things, but when I went to Berkeley, and I went to that school 10 years ago. I started there in 2010, and kids coming up to me who are not that much younger than me are coming up to me saying that I'm the reason that they're at the school right now. That I'm like the reason that they keep pushing on for greatness, which is what they're achieving. I mean, I like froze. I couldn't believe, like, if you would have told me that in 2010 that would be happening, I wouldn't believe you. It's unbelievable. So that really is special.
For you personally, is the greatness all it was cracked up to be?
Yes, and I'm happy to figure it out even more in the years to come.
All right, Charlie, great to see you as always. Welcome back to Jingle Ball.
I love Boston.
Yeah. Charlie Puth, Jingle Ball 2019, Backstage.